Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel on this beautiful summer's day. I know in the past we used to have this lovely hot weather and we'd call it the Indian summer, and we'd pack away our winter clothes and haul out our summer clothes, and then lo and behold, a very cold spell would be on us again. So we'd have to reverse the process again. Well, we were talking about our downsizing last time, so let's continue. We were busy with recipes and putting them into categories. While you're doing that, if you've got more than one recipe of an item, why not choose your best one or two and then discard the rest, and then you'll save a lot of space in your file. I know I had about 10 recipes for crunchies which I had to sort out and just keep my favorite ones. And a few years ago I was looking for a recipe of a Black Forest cake, and on Google they had 2,500 variations of a Black Forest cake. They reckon as many as there are trees in the Black Forest in Germany where the cake originated. And while you're busy with recipes, why not think about doing a recipe book for charity? Collect recipes and make even a little paperback one and sell it for funds for a needy organization. I remember when we were farming, and I belonged to the Women's Agricultural Union, and they compiled a book and they collected recipes from the whole region, and I've still got that book today. I shall hold it up and show you. And I still refer to this book regularly with all these tried and tested recipes. And a friend of mine, they've compiled a family recipe book and collected recipes from families spread all over the world and called this the family recipe book, which is very interesting. My granddaughter Tammy encouraged me to compile a book with my recipes, my favorite recipes, which I did with her help, and through lots of working and editing, the book is ready to be published. In fact, it's being published now for sale on Amazon. So in my next video, I'll send you the name and the link if you're interested. And then the next part of the house, of the kitchen, to downsize in is the deep freeze. If you've got containers 3/4 full of food, why not empty that into Ziploc bags, and then you save a lot of space. It's easy to just stack them on top of one another. And talking of the deep freeze, a very handy bit of information is, did you know that you can store your flour, rice, oats, cereals, pastas in the deep freeze just for 1 week and take it out and put it on your shelves, and that'll stay fresh for a very long time. There'll be no weevils or things you don't want in them. And then another item to check is your cupboards with groceries. Check for expiry dates on the tins, and if perishable food has got expiry dates, look at that carefully and don't cause illness by eating food that has already expired. And then, talking about storing in the deep freeze, flour and stuff, many big supermarkets and so on have specials on. For example, on Black Friday, why not buy more of one, and you can put it in the deep freeze for a week, and then it'll keep in the cupboard for a long, long time. And also, to save space, keep a collection of small containers and bottles, so that when, for example, jam, if your jam jar is 1/3 full, why not put it into a smaller bottle, and thus saving space? A friend of mine always finds it very amusing how I empty things into smaller containers all the time, And here is one example. This is honey that I've emptied out of a bottle. So this might be going to extremes, but that's just one example. And then magazines. I'm still in the kitchen. Let's just talk about the oven. You know, your oven has a bit of storage space too. When you're not using the oven, keep 1 or 2 pots and pans in. And then when you need it, just take them out while you're using the oven. And then magazines, they seem to pile up, so just go through your magazines and see what you want to keep, and those you don't want, donate them to an old age home or retirement village. People are always happy to get fresh reading matter. The same goes for books. If you've read a book maybe more than once and it's just standing on your shelf there, donate them too. You can donate them to the retirement villages, schools, school libraries. They're always welcome. And then we also have a little container with our pens and pencils in. So check that as well. See which pens work. It's so frustrating when you're looking for a pen in a hurry and it won't work. And the next one won't write either. Throw them away and just keep the ones that are fine still. Same with pencils, keep them sharpened. And then another thing that we've got a lot of, I'm sure, especially my age, are CDs. Now with the digital age, CDs are obsolete. So I've seen a very good use for CDs. What you do, you take a piece of string and thread it through the middle of the CD and hang it on a branch or on a stick in your vegetable garden, keeping the birds away. And they're always swinging and turning in the breeze, and the shiny bit frightens the birds away. I've seen a garden with rows and rows of these CDs, which make excellent scarecrows. Right, now in my last video, I also wanted to mention that I've put some posts on, and people are not aware of that. So if you go onto my channel, you'll see there's a heading that says videos, and right next to it says posts. Click on that and you'll see the pictures that I've put on from our previous videos. Well, I hope you found some interesting ideas from this video, and I'd be very happy if you made some comments, sent me some comments about it. And if you have not yet, I'd be very happy if you subscribed, liked and shared this video. So until next time, goodbye.